We have some beautiful Honeycrisp apples.
My favorite kind of apple.
Yeah, these are delicious. These are from Three Springs Farms.
Nice.
In Gap, PA. And they're super, super tasty. They have so many different varieties of apples. They do peaches in the summertime, and it's just super, super nice. So if you want to help me with this, what we're going to do is we're going to basically make some nice juliennes. So you want to slice the apple super thin like this. And then just coming back by and creating some nice matchsticks.
You're so precise. That's like perfectly straight lines. I'm very impressed. When I do that at home, I use a mandolin to make it way easier. Mandolin is also
a great way. But with apples, they're nice and soft, so it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you just want to do the same with the rest of the apple.
Okay. And put them into the bowl?
Yes, ma'am. And then, so with the apple salad, we're going to be dressing it with some sorghum molasses vinegar and a little bit of olive oil. This vinegar is really, really nice.
Yeah, tell me about sorghum molasses vinegar.
It's from a local company called Keepwell Vinegars.
Really?
They source all of their ingredients for the vinegars from the Mid-Atlantic region, from local farms, which kind of follows the same ideals that we have at the restaurant. They make so many different fun flavors. Sorghum molasses is really nice because it has a really caramelly sweetness to it.
Yeah, you don't really hear sorghum too much up here. It's much more of a southern ingredient.
No, it's definitely much more of a southern thing. But they, like I said, they source things from all over the Mid-Atlantic region. So New York down to Virginia, and they're sourcing all their molasses from there.
So tell me about the menu at your restaurant, because it's obviously very meat-centric, but it's not all meat.
No, not at all. So even though we do source really, really nice meat, we source really, really nice vegetables too.
Yes.
And we like to highlight those just as much as we highlight the meat. Both with the apples, any sort of fruits, but also with vegetables. I brought in some really, really fun chicory called Tardivo.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's so cool looking.
It's the process for growing this is insane.
Really?
So our local farm called Urban Roots grows it for us, and they basically plant it in the summertime. It grows nice and big, and you don't harvest any of the leaves. You're basically only harvesting the root after a few frosts. So you want the frost to kind of bring out all the natural sugars in the plant, and then you're harvesting the root, throwing it in a greenhouse under complete blackout circumstances, and adding in warm water into the bus tubs. And what that does is it forces the heart to kind of grow in darkness, so you get a really nice, sweet, really juicy product. So
That's
if you want to,
who came up with that?
The Italians.
Of course,
they're really good at what they do. So if you just want to cut the bottom of a few of these off, you can see they're really tight knit.
Wow, look at that.
Really beautiful little clusters.
So symmetrical, yeah. I want to taste a piece, because you said it's sweet.
I mean, it's a chicory, but
these
it's going to have bitterness.
So bitter sometimes. Yeah, unbearably bitter, especially when they're grown in warm weather.
But these are just amazing.
It's so mild for an endive or radicchio. It's really
and it's just so pretty
really
too.
Mild. It's so pretty. Yeah, they look like little fingers.
Yeah. So if you just want to throw a few more of the Tardivo in there.
Sure.
So with this, you could just grab some of the sorghum vinegar.
Okay.
Splash in about a tablespoon into the apples and the Tardivo. What do you think?
Good. Wow, it's really complex. It has a lot going on.
It has a lot of acidity, but all of the caramelly, toasty notes.
Right, you get nothing but acidity at first, but then when it kind of mellows on your palate, you get a lot more different flavors.
And then we can drizzle in a little bit of olive oil as well.
And I can tell that's a really nice olive oil just from the color of it. It's got a really nice green hue.
Yeah, so once we've seasoned this, just give it a little taste. That's really nice.
Good. That's such a simple vinaigrette, too.
Acid is perfect. I think that the sweetness from the apple, bitterness from the Tardivo is going to play really well with the pork chop.
Awesome.